Should wards be free? And in this video, what I'm going to try and do is go over the pros and cons of what would happen if all wards, yes, all wards, were free. And on top of that, your own opinion. Feel free to add to this discussion with your own opinion about what you think would happen if Vision in general was just free. Because starting off with Vision itself and wards, it's not to be really a support-focused idea. It's a support's job to get Sightstone, it's a support's job to keep buying multiple pink wards to keep things warded up. But it's such a team benefit when you have things warded up when there really is no fog of war, because you have objectives warded so you can see where the enemy's moving at all times. You have both your jungle and their jungle warded up, so that way you know what everything the enemy's doing so you can make informed decisions and do things like that. It's thought of, well, what if wards, at least pink wards as well, were also free, so that way if you are a fed AD carry, you can keep using your gold to keep getting fed and buying items while still contributing to be able to place Vision to still help your team out, or if you're the mid laner, top laner, etc. Junglers might be the only exception because sometimes they do, especially if they're trying to be tanky, you know, build Sightstone so they can have extra health as well. But even then, there's some junglers that kind of don't really need Sightstone or don't build Sightstone. They do have that new enchant, however, that kind of helps with that. But in general, it's thought to be really a support-only thing. You know, if you buy like 10 pink wards, for example, which is good, that's still 750 gold that you might have wanted for another item. Perhaps. And that's part of the debate. Should you instead just be using your gold to keep on your items? If you're behind, you need your items to catch up. And if you're ahead, you just want to snowball and close it out, right? Or do you want to help the team be able to see things? Like in one particular game I know, I bought over BF and sword and a half worth of pink wards because the entire enemy team locked in all stealth champions. They must have been like a pre-made, they were okay with it, and it was really annoying to play against, but because of all those pink wards, we could keep tabs on them. And that comes to one of the biggest cons of if Vision was even more free than it was, because you already have, you know, the yellow trinkets you get at the start of the game, you can upgrade them to blue trinkets, sweeper wards, and all that stuff. That's already free. But pink wards would hinder stealth champions that much more and would make their job harder. Like in this game, because we were all just buying pink wards all the time whenever we backed, we could always see them coming. We could see Rengar coming when he was going to suicide dive, and he killed me anyway, but at least we saw where he came from. But in general, things like that. Stealth champions would have a heck of a time doing their job if Vision was even more easier to do, because it's only 75 gold right now. So there are pros and cons. I'll leave it up to you to discuss it more, but that's all for the video from me. Thank you for watching if you watched this far. Life is full of a lot of kinks, so I don't know which video will be next. So until next time, take care. For the Fire Good Eye FS.